Hi there, and welcome to FSD Academy, your go-to place for everything related to self-driving technology, the future of transportation, and of course, Tesla's full self-driving. My channel will be dedicated to teaching you about the capabilities and showing you the limitations of current self-driving cars. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to be driving, or actually I'm not going to be driving my car, but my car is going to be driving itself, while I'm going to be talking about general descriptions of full self-driving, going into details of how to operate Tesla's full self-driving cars, and then we'll also be sharing about news and interesting facts about self-driving and where the technology is today. So these episodes will operate in a way that the car is going to be driving and I'm going to be talking to you. And if you like what you see, you can always hit the like and subscribe to the channel, so YouTube is going to serve you more of this content. So let's go. We are in Palos Verdes, which is near Los Angeles. So I chose a scenic ride, which is quite winding. It's a bit challenging for the system, but you will see that in my expectation, Tesla's FSD system should be able to handle these roads, and hopefully you will get a little bit of the scenic ride as well. So we're on our way with a pretty aggressive start, I have to say, but we're on our way now. So a little bit of a personal background here. I work in technology. I've been driving Tesla for about 6 years now. I've been driving electric for a little longer, and I'm totally into this new and exciting world that we're all heading into, where our cars are going to be driving us and we're going to have a bunch of free time while we used to be driving in the past. So let's see where technology is today, and let's start by describing what the levels of self-driving are. You probably have heard about this before, like, oh, it's a level 2, oh, it's only a level 4, but what do these levels mean? Let's talk about these. So level 0 is the first introductory level of self-driving, which actually means that every car in the world has that there's no self-driving. Level 1 self-driving, and we're braking a little bit here for something that I do not know what this braking was for. Level 1 self-driving is when the car can control acceleration or braking, either acceleration or braking or the steering wheel, but not the two at the same time. And obviously the driver needs to be fully in control, not fully, but always in control. So basically take level 1 as your cruise control or your lane assist. Level 2 self-driving, which actually you're experiencing here, is where Tesla's technology is today. And we'll talk about what's autopilot, what's full self-driving later. But this is what you see today, is that the car can control both acceleration, braking, and the steering wheel in specific circumstances, and the driver needs to be fully attentive, so the driver is able to take over from the computer or the car in every single moment. Now, level 3 autonomy is different than level 2, because in this instance the driver is given a little bit of more time to take over, so the car is more comfortable accelerating, braking, and steering on basically any type of road. But there are still some limitations as to which geography it can drive in. Let's say it cannot drive in specific road types. That's what we describe as level 3 self-driving. Level 4 self-driving is almost there. It's almost there, but there can be some specific circumstances. Let's say there's a heavy snowfall, or some other circumstances that happen on the road, and let's say there's a road closure and there still is human intervention required by the driver or by some other operator in the case of some other self-driving platforms. So the holy grail of self-driving is what is called level 5, which means that the computer or the car is able to control the computer is able to control the car, or the car is able to control itself in every single circumstance. So basically this is when you see drivers going to sleep and people not being attentive and watching movies or being on their phones or taking Zoom calls while their car is driving them to work or driving them wherever, or this is when basically you can just rely on the car to drive yourself. Now, what's important is that today no technology provider, be it Tesla, be it Waymo, which is Google's self-driving technology provider, nobody's there. So no car is classified as level 5 self-driving as of today in 2024. This is this doesn't mean that we're not going to get there, but today we're at level 2, level 3, max I believe level 4. Some technology providers are already at that level. Now let's put this into context, or let's put this or compare this to where Tesla is today. And as I was describing to you, Tesla has different names for different levels of self-driving or different capabilities of self-driving. So the very basic level in Tesla's world is called Autopilot, which some people will say it's a misleading name because you would think that Autopilot is actually able to control the car in every circumstance, but that is actually not the case. And I don't really even agree with the people who are criticizing Tesla for calling it an autopilot, because the name comes from aviation, and as you probably know, there are no self-flying planes in our world either. I mean, there are drones, but they don't carry passengers. So basically all passenger planes have pilots there, and even though they use autopilot for specific parts of their flight, autopilots are not completely automated, and they don't fully take the job of pilots yet. So Autopilot is the basic suite which is included in every single Tesla car that you buy today. And I can give you a little more details around how Autopilot has changed in a future episode. But basically these are every single safety feature. That's auto braking. That's basically a cruise control that keeps a distance from the car ahead of you, but that's not a full self-driving or a full self-driving feature or a full self-driving car by any means. So please, if you have Autopilot in your car, don't just turn it on and think that, okay, my car's just going to drive itself. There used to be a step up from Autopilot, which Tesla took away in April 2024, which was when I'm recording this episode about 2-3 weeks ago. Enhanced Autopilot was basically an in-between intermediary step between Autopilot and full self-driving. Let's not spend time on it since this product does not exist anymore. And the Tesla's enhanced self-driving feature is called full self-driving. Used to be called beta because it was under development. Currently, when I'm recording this, it's called full self-driving supervised. What this means is basically it's not full self-driving, to be clear and to be short in explaining. So full self-driving, as you can see here, gives me relaxed riding experience while I'm sitting in my Tesla. My Tesla keeps lanes, keeps distance from cars ahead of me, stops for stop signs, stops for red lights, navigates, takes turns, right turns, unprotected left turns, chooses the right lanes, as you can see here. But it will from time to time make mistakes, and from time to time, and we're kind of hitting it's a little cloudy / foggy here. So yesterday, actually, when I was driving my car home at night, it was really foggy here in Palos Verdes, and the car asked me to take over, so it gave me a warning sign that I need to take over, and the system was shutting down. So this is where we're calling it a level 2 system, because you can't rely on the system taking you from point A from point B under any circumstance. So this is more or less What I wanted to show you and what I wanted to talk to you about today in this first episode, basically give you and provide you an introduction to what self-driving is. We're going to take rides on this channel, FSD Academy, and I'm going to show you how to turn the system on, how to operate the system, what the limitations are, and we're going to stress test the system as well. We're going to take it to like super challenging environments where it's going to fail. I hope to be able to record some failures when I have to take over, and I'm going to describe the limitations of the systems to you as well. But let's see how the system navigates in these last couple of turns. And if you're still here with me at this point, and if you like what you see, let me remind you to hit that like button. There's also a bell there, so if you hit the bell, YouTube is going to send you notifications once I upload the following episodes and the new episodes as we speak. So we're going to venture into self-driving and autonomous vehicles here. Not only Teslas, we're going to venture outside of the Tesla ecosystem as well, since there's some fascinating technology developments in China. There's also a couple of companies here local in LA, in and around LA, that manufacture self-driving or future self-driving transportation platforms. I'm going to try to introduce those platforms to you as well. So stay with me if you're interested and if you want to hear what Elon Musk and company is developing and what the competition is going to be challenging them with. Thank you for being with me. This was FSD Academy. My name is Zoltan Peristegui, and see you on the next episode.